Welcome to Royal Secrets. After launching her long-awaited podcast, Meghan Markle urged followers to share it with others. Only 60 have done so on Instagram. But before we continue, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates. After releasing her long-awaited podcast, Meghan Markle urged her followers to adopt the hashtag #NumberedAndBeloved, but fewer than 60 people had done so. After agreeing to an £18 million agreement with Spotify, the Duchess of Sussex chatted for over an hour with her longtime friend Serena Williams. It's the inaugural episode of Meghan and Prince Harry's Archewell podcast, which they started after quitting the firm and reportedly inking an £18 million deal with Spotify. She also requested that followers submit a hashtag on social media to mark the occasion of yesterday at 1 p.m.'s debut. "We're asking you to tell us about your experience with labels because we know that the more we share our common experiences with these words, the more we chip away at their power," she said on her website, Archewell. So, describe a situation when you felt typecast. How did it affect how you felt? What strategies have you used to take back, reject, or rewrite the labels that have been applied to you? Use numbered and beloved type and number archetypes as hashtags. But while many people used the hashtags on Twitter, her inquiries on Instagram were ignored. Only 59 fans added the hashtag numbered and beloved type to photographs on their grid. Meghan described in the podcast the terrifying moment a fire started in her baby Archie's nursery when the family was on tour in South Africa. In 2019, while Meghan and Harry were in the Nyanga township in South Africa, officials informed Meghan that there was a fire in the baby's room. The parents hurried to their son, only to discover their former nanny, Lauren, sobbing. Mariah Carey, a legendary singer, will be Meghan's upcoming podcast guest. In order to help with content production, Spotify hired a number of in-house producers in January, taking the podcast initiative into its own hands. A full-scale launch of shows was anticipated by Spotify for 2021, but nothing materialized. Prior to this episode, Harry and Meghan had only produced one podcast, a 35-minute Christmas special in December 2020 that featured friends in the entertainment industry like James Corden and Elton John. When their alleged full-scale launch of episodes would occur had been a topic of discussion among fans. The Sussex royal has been contacted by The Sun for comment. She's not mistaken. When Meghan entered the royal bubble, her goals were weaponized. A royal specialist has backed Meghan Markle's assertion that her goals were weaponized against her when she joined the royal family. Meghan and tennis player Serena Williams spoke about the dirty word goal on their podcast Archetypes. In the episode, Meghan said to Serena that until she started dating her future husband, she does not ever remember personally feeling the negative connotation behind the word ambitious. Meghan mentioned that she has experienced suffering behind closed doors in reference to Prince Harry. She stated to Ms. Evidently, "Ambition is the worst thing ever. Some people claim that is, for a lady. It's quite difficult to unfeel it now that I've experienced the negative behind it." Despite facing some online criticism for her remarks, Ahmed Scobie, a royal authority and close friend of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, supported her assertions. The unofficial biography's author, Meghan and Harry, said in a piece for Yahoo that Markle's ambition was weaponized against her the moment she entered the royal bubble. He spoke on the publication of Tom Bower's book last month and said, "Just last month, a male journalist's tawdry book about the Duchess contained close to 36 uses of the word, almost all of which were disparaging. A very ambitious brazen hussy, socially ambitious networker, ambitious and eager, etc. It was a long list." She uttered, "Everyone is sobbing. What must we do, then? Do another official engagement while you're out? This doesn't make any sense," I remarked. The Duchess's use of the word ambition during the podcast was criticized by journalist Ella Whelan, who said, "Ambition is only worth applauding if what you're being ambitious about is good." The friends talked about their occupations and experiences as parents in the episode, The Misconception of Ambition. Ms. Whelan disagreed with Meghan's assertion that ambition was a bad word when she made the remarks on ITV's Good Morning Britain. The second edition of Meghan's podcast, which features Mariah Carey as a guest, is eagerly anticipated by listeners. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for